almost 100 hours of 3D printing, 5 kilos of filament, and a mistake that almost ruined everything. This is the story of how I made this coffee table. Hello everyone and welcome to this new video from Free Dreams 106 channel. Today's video is special, folks, because I'm going to tell you about my biggest 3D project ever. A coffee table I've been dreaming of making since 2022. It all started when I discovered this amazing effect, more than 3 years ago. The double letters, a design that combines 2 letters into one, to create a magical effect. Ever since I started 3D printing, my dream has been to create a custom piece of furniture, and this design was perfect for a coffee table. Before embarking on this huge project, I tested the effect with a few small models. The result captivated me. I had to scale it up to a giant version. And the ideal place? Next to my sofa, a perfect empty space for my vertical coffee table. I took the measurements and got started on the design. I started by choosing the words for my double letters. Nothing too long for such a large project, so good and bad, classic but impactful. But the stars of the design are definitely the letters and the font. I sifted through several options until I found the perfect font. Then I immediately jumped on the coffee table model. There was one problem though. The double letter effect only works with words of the same length, but good and bad obviously aren't. I thought and rethought how to do it, until I figured out the trick. I squashed the 2 O's to make them fit perfectly into the A. Mission accomplished. So here's the first result. Beautiful, no doubt about it. But it doesn't work. Printing a single block is impossible, and even if you divide it into pieces, there are too many curves that require supports everywhere. Too much time and filament wasted. So I had to make a difficult decision. Redesign the table from scratch. I abandoned the ready-made fonts and decided to design custom geometric letters, minimizing supports for a smooth surface and elegant design. Excited, I exported all the pieces, and when I click on Slice, I really realized the size of this project. Almost 100 hours of printing and 5 kilos of filament. I would say, let's get started. For my coffee table, I decided to use a special filament, PLA Galaxy. This filament is loaded with glitters and shows different shades depending on how the light hits it. Sunlu was kind enough to believe in this project and send me all the filaments I needed to make it. So a big thank you to Sunlu, and I leave the links to their website and this amazing filament below in the description. I immediately sent the first piece to print. I won't hide the fact that I was very excited and impatient to see the final result. I carefully checked the 3D printer to make sure the first layer adhered well, adjusted the Z offset so that it was perfect, and immediately reduced the speed of the first layer. I admit I had exaggerated a bit. Everything went well for a while, until the worst nightmare of anyone who prints in 3D became apparent. Yeah, that's right. The thing you never want to see on a 3D print. Warping. Panicked, I did the first thing that came to my mind. I used double-sided tape to try to keep the corners attached to the plate. Let's just say it works a bit, but when it got to the legs, I was really afraid that the piece wouldn't make it to the end of the print. Fortunately, after more than 14 hours of printing, the first piece for the coffee table was there, finished in all its heaviness. Learning from my mistakes, I took a few extra precautions for the second piece. I absolutely wanted to avoid warping or problems of any kind. So before sending anything to print, I let the plate heat up evenly for 10 minutes and then I enabled auto leveling. And yeah, I'm almost ashamed to say it, but I added a nice layer of glue to the plate. I know, but what needs to be done, needs to be done. The first layer of this piece turned out great and was attached without any problems. But to be on the safe side, I still put some strong adhesive tape on the corners to prevent them from lifting. The print was definitely coming out very well. The only problem was that there was still some printing defects at the transition between the base and the legs of the letter. But that's a problem for the future Gloria. Well, at this point we already have one entire letter finished. My enthusiasm is sky high and I can't wait to admire this table in all its glory. So let's move on to the third piece. To improve the transition between the base and the legs, I added some very light fillets in CAD. The only problem was that this piece just couldn't be printed without supports. So I decided to use Orca Slicer's 3 supports. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, you heard that right. I literally had to support the supports that were about to detach from the plate. Fortunately, the print was completed successfully, but removing the support residue was a battle. Comment supporting the supports if you have made this far in the video. Okay, we are halfway through this coffee table. I can already start to make out the writing and I'm super excited. Unfortunately, the fourth piece also needs supports. Given yesterday's nightmare, I decided to change my approach. I used custom supports, creating 2 columns to hold up the bridge of the O. We crossed our fingers and sent it to print. And bingo, the approach was perfect. We got the first piece too. Well, with more than 3 spools KO and more than 70 hours of printing, we're nearing the end of the project. Until now, I've started printing all the pieces early in the morning, so I can check them thoroughly during the day. Unfortunately, things went differently for the fifth piece. And piece number 5, it's also done. The quality is truly amazing and each piece is better than the last. And what can I say? Sanlu quality never disappoints. Last piece. the final piece to complete this coffee table. What can I say, folks? All that's left to do is send it to print. Yeah, this pull is finished. I was recording a video and didn't check it all, thinking, oh well, that's the filament and sensor. What could go wrong? Spoiler, it's disabled by default. At this point, I was really disappointed. Just before the end, the 3D printer plays this joke on me. Oh well, you know what? Let's print the missing part and see how it goes. Okay, now we have everything. I collected all the pieces and glued them together with silicone glue, using some pins to align every letter. For the base, I decided to use a transparent acrylic panel to keep the letters in the spotlight. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present to you my Chimera coffee table. I never imagined such a result. I expected it to be quite beautiful, but not to this extent. I'm really happy to have completed this project and I've learned so much during this adventure. I really can't wait to take on another huge project and share them with you. Sanlo's PLA Galaxy is a perfect match for this design and hides the layer lines very well. As always, top quality, so thank you again to Sanlu for believing in this project. And remember, if you're looking for quality filaments, I leave all the links to purchase them in the description below. But now I'm curious, what do you think of my coffee table? Would you put it in your living room? Let me know your opinion in the comments below. And take a look at these videos if you like this one.